I tell myself make no mistake. Lawrence Okolie has a lot to lose. The Hackney light welterweight faces David Light at Manchester Arena on Saturday night live on Sky Sports. He risks not only his WBO world title, but also an exciting series of potential showdowns with British rivals, chance of a future title consolidation, and ultimately an opportunity to take on the biggest names in heavyweight division. Lawrence Okolie admits that his ultimate dream is a heavyweight world title as he prepares to defend the WBO halfweight title against David Light on Saturday. New Zealand's undefeated contender Light is not a handpicked competitor either. Mandatory for Okolie's championship. That means he's been fighting this far. And Light has been training and preparing for a long time. Especially for Okolie. I feel like the guns are going to be on fire and it's going to be very physical. It's up me to set the traps and do what I have to, Okolie told Sky Sports. It will be fun to see you do your best with performance. I know what I'm up against, it's a tough fight. But it's an easy fight if I do what I have to do. If I don't, oh my god, it's a long night. Okolie also wants to put a mark on his British rivals with his performance on Saturday. For a more accessible video player, please use the Chrome browser. Instructor SugarHill Steward explains how Tyson Fury inspired Lawrence Okolie and gave him some advice. There's a reason I'm leading the herd. So I have to go out there and do what I have to do because there are going to be some big nights. Me and other people are going to be fighting much bigger than that, Okolie said. But it's imperative. He deserves his chance. That's how I have to treat him. Remaining as a cruiserweight champion can also be vital to one of his long-term goals, making an effective move to heavyweight. Okolie pointed out that the WBO has ruled that when one of its champions advances in a weight class, it becomes mandatory competitor in the division above. For a more accessible video player, please use Chrome browser. Lawrence Okolie and David Light face off for the last time before WBO World Halfweight title fight in Manchester. The Londoner could seek to become a two-weight world champion. He thinks he would enjoy fighting heavyweights. They're a lot slower and tire a lot more easily, Okolie said. If you have enough power to drive them away. Otherwise they'll march forward and crush you. If you have enough power and they have to respect that. It's a good mix. Okolie was once a training partner for Anthony Joshua, long before he became a champion in his own right. It's an intriguing thought for the two to face off in a high-profile heavyweight match. I wouldn't disrespect her, call her out, or anything like that because she's someone I see as a role model, Okolie said. But if he asks me if he wants to make millions as a friend, I don't want to say no. David Light insists he wants to stay in the semi-heavyweight division as he prepares to face Lawrence Okolie for the WBO world title on Saturday. Co-estimation: Okolie clearly expected to carry his punch power to the heavyweight. He had predicted that he would beat his rival Light on Saturday from afar. Billam-Smith of Bournemouth is himself a world-class lightweight and both of them were fighting Okolie while they were in Shane McGuigan's gym. He also predicts that Okolie will beat Light by knockout. Quote, Light got a good win against Brandon Glanton. That's a really good win, said Billam-Smith. He fell in the fight and then stood up to win. For a more accessible video player, please use the Chrome browser. Some of Lawrence Okolie's best knockouts before his fight against David Light. I want Lawrence to get rid of him pretty soon. I think Lawrence puts a really good punch. He'll go as soon as he hits him. This will be Okolie's first fight with new trainer SugarHill Steward. Billam-Smith expects this to be an effective partnership. I don't there was anything wrong with the way Shane coached him, but he's gone. So I think if there was another coach who could be good for Lawrence, it would be a good fit, said the Bournemouth man. I think if he can get that Kronk gym style, it will work well for him. With long levers. If you look at Tommy Hearns, He had a huge right hand just like Lawrence. If Kronk can adapt his style and be like that, I think it will work well for him. Other big hitters, other heavy goalscorers are on the card at Manchester's Our Arena on Saturday. The biggest of these might be Big Fraze, Frazer Clarke, who met the tall Romanian Bogdan Dinu. He's a tough guy, Clarke said of Dinu. Looking at him, his last few performances, and the people he's been with for my 6th fight, he's not a bad person to be with in the ring. Anyone can smash someone. What a lot of heavyweights don't have is brains and skills. So that's my first point of contact. So if anyone's going to smash, I'm totally up for it. Clarke also has tremendous track record as an amateur, which has resulted in him captaining England's most successful Olympic boxing team in a century and winning super heavyweight bronze at the Tokyo Games. For a more accessible video player, please use the Chrome browser. Frazer Clarke doubles down on his claim to be better than Fabio Wardley. I know what I can do, he said. Every heavyweight, 2 or 3 bars in this country would love my trophy cabinet. They'd be proud of it. For me, the forgotten moment is to move forward, to make a name for myself in professional boxing. This competition against Dinu will be Clarke's first 8-round match. But this year, he expects to move forward and fight for titles. There's no need to take the slow route, he said. That could put him on a collision course with current British champion Fabio Wardley. I've heard some startling talk about when he's leveled with Fabio Wardley. I had to check again. Are people serious? Yes. He's the English champion. It's not personal. But if people think he's on a higher level than me, they should go watch boxing, Clarke said. No way, shape or form. Likewise, Callum Simpson wants to stand out on the Manchester bill. Please use the Chrome browser for a more accessible video player. The popular Barnsley fighter won the mid-district super middleweight title in his last fight and now has his chance to make a statement at a major arena show. I've been working since I was 9 years old. I've been overlooked, he said. It's my time to shine. It's a big opportunity for me. I'm excited about it. He will try to put pressure on his rival Celso Neves. Any boxer who says they don't want to knock someone out would be lying, he said. If go out, do what have to do and box as much as can, how fight. Then feel like I'm going to get knocked out. If not, I'm more than ready to go the full distance. But of course everybody wants a knockout. Don't miss Lawrence Okolie versus David Light tonight on Sky Sports featuring Frazer Clarke, Callum Simpson and more.